Johnny Depp, the name that has become synonymous with iconic roles and unrelenting headlines. But behind the scenes, a deeply personal battle was unfolding. A battle that led to one of the most surprising and controversial decisions in Hollywood history. In 2020, Depp was forced to step down from one of the most coveted roles of his career, Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts. The studio's decision came after a crushing legal loss in a high-profile libel case. It was a moment that shook the film world. But now, over 4 years later, Johnny Depp is opening up about how it all went down, what was going through his mind, and why, despite everything, he wasn't backing down. If you're a fan of Depp, the Fantastic Beasts franchise, or just love hearing behind-the-scenes stories from Hollywood, this one's for you. So grab your popcorn and let's dive in. In a raw and revealing interview with The Telegraph, Depp didn't hold back when reflecting on the personal and professional toll of his 2020 loss in his libel case against The Sun. This legal battle was no small matter. It was about his reputation, his career, and ultimately, his future in the film industry. Johnny's thoughts when Warner Brothers gave him the news? Well, let's just say they weren't exactly polite. "Fuck you," Depp confessed, remembering his immediate reaction. "There's far too many of me to kill. If you think you can hurt me more than I've already been hurt, you're gravely mistaken." Now, for those who need a bit of context, Depp's exit from Fantastic Beasts came days after losing the defamation case in the UK court. The case was focused on an article by The Sun, which had referred to him as a wife-beater, following his turbulent marriage to ex-wife Amber Heard. Despite Depp's passionate denial of the allegations, the judge ruled in favor of the tabloid, stating that the portrayal of Depp was substantially true. But here's the twist. While Depp lost that case, he went on to win a separate defamation lawsuit against Amber Heard herself just 2 years later in 2022. A courtroom battle that was widely publicized and became a pop culture phenomenon. However, the Fantastic Beasts fallout? That was a different beast entirely. Depp's role as the Dark Wizard, Grindelwald, in the Harry Potter prequel series was abruptly cut short. One moment he was filming, and the next he was told to step down. As he recalls, it was as if everything came to a screeching halt in the blink of an eye. "It literally stopped in a millisecond while I was doing the movie," Depp revealed in the interview. "They said, 'We'd like you to resign,' but what was really in my head was they wanted me to retire." That wasn't just the end of his role in Fantastic Beasts, though, for Depp, it felt like a forced exit from the very industry that had defined him for decades. In 2022, actor Mads Mikkelsen was brought in to replace Depp as Grindelwald for Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. While Depp publicly expressed respect for Warner Brothers' decision, it was clear that the loss stung. Still, he tried to keep the peace, issuing a statement that thanked his fans for their unwavering support and loyalty. "I have been humbled and moved by your many messages of love and concern, particularly over the last few days," Depp shared in an Instagram post after stepping away from the role. It was a heartfelt thank you to his fans, who had stood by him during the hardest moments of his career. Purpose. But was it truly a respectful resignation? Depp's internal monologue suggests otherwise. It's clear that he felt the sting of being pushed out. He wasn't just stepping away from a role. He was being sidelined from an entire franchise and potentially his Hollywood career. As Depp reflects now, 4 years later, he's not shy about the impact it had on him. His pride and his principles were put to the test in ways no actor should have to experience. But he hasn't let it break him. In fact, his words reveal a man who, despite the setbacks, is more defiant than ever. And when asked if the pain of losing Grindelwald was still lingering, his response was unequivocal. "There's far too many of me to kill." Johnny Depp's story is one of resilience and unshakable conviction. In a world where reputation is everything, it's easy to see how losing something as public as a major role in a franchise could feel like the ultimate blow. But Depp, he's not one to fade away quietly. He's fought hard to reclaim his name, his career, and his dignity. And now, he's sharing those lessons with the world. So what do you think of Johnny Depp's thoughts on his Fantastic Beasts exit? Do you think he should have been given the chance to complete his arc as Grindelwald, or was the studio's decision justified? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation going. And remember, if you want more insider stories, updates on your favorite celebs, and all things Hollywood, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. We've got plenty more where this came from. Like, comment, and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with the latest in celebrity news, movie updates, and all things entertainment.